Happy Friday, Mustangs. Everybody, it is our February Roundup. It is time to honor and recognize all of our Mustangs of the month, as well as our Teacher of the Month for the month of January. And guys, we're going to learn about our character trait for the month of February. We actually have two, so they are our character traits, honesty and integrity. But guys, as we always do, we want to begin by refreshing our minds on what our character trait was from the month of January. And so I've got another little video for you today to take a look at to get that mind refreshed from last month. So let's take a look at that now.
So many people out there fail not because they don't have the ability. It's because they don't have the heart to go through adversity.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
You'll go through some failures.
When you're in that darkness, you want to sit there and wait for the light to come. But you can't wait. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, to become your own light. There's going to be a lot of times y'all about to fail. We are all a work in progress. But in that moment, I want you to remember the power of you. You will change the world.
Even when you're struggling, even when you're discouraged, and you feel like other people have given up on you, don't ever give up on yourself.
The indomitable will, if you have a belief you can do something, the only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual overrides thousands of people with just intent. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones. You have to continue to push yourself because your true potential will never be matched, guys.
Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth, but you gotta be willing to take the hits.
The future rewards those who press on. With patient and firm determination, I'm going to press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. Stop complaining. Stop crying. We are going to press on. We've got work to do.
What's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls. Take ownership of your problems. And then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. Take ownership of your mission. Take ownership of your job, of your team, of your future, and take ownership of your life. And lead to victory.
It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you have the vision and never give up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard, easy is not an option, and when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's not over until I win.
Mustangs, love that video. Guys, I have to be honest with you, January, probably my favorite character trait that we have in this district. Perseverance is so important in life. I love everything that it stands for. I love talking to you guys about it. I love applying it in my own life. There's nothing better than having somebody doubt you or believe that you can't do something and going out there and proving to them that you are not what they think. And we talked last month, guys, in the 2 videos that we watched. In one of them, it talked about hitting that wall. And I remember being in here punching my fist, right? Just, you're going to hit that wall, and you're going to hit that wall, and you're going to hit that wall, that wall of failure, that wall of adversity. You're going to hit it over and over and over and over again in your life, time and time again. But from the video you just watched, it's not how many times you get hit. It's how many times you get hit and you can get back up. You've got to get back up on your feet. And so that's what we charged you with last month, guys. We wanted you to find that loss or that failure or some of that adversity and identify one of those times where something like that has happened to you. Stare it in its face. We don't back down. We don't back down from a challenge. We stare it in its face because we're strong. All of you, every last one of my Mustangs, you are strong. And when you start feeling weak and when you start feeling tired and you feel like you've been beat down, you put your 2 feet on the ground and you get up and you get back after it. Because we don't quit. And we never settle for mediocrity, Mustangs. We always rise to the top. We must be the best. But to be the best, you have to do what? You have to set a goal. So when you fail, when you're defeated, when you're facing that adversity, you set a goal for yourself. You make a plan to achieve that goal. And in last month's video, they talked about execution. How execution, people who can execute, they are worshipped. Innovation is rewarded. It's applauded. But execution is worshipped. Because a plan is nothing if you cannot execute it. So you set that goal, you make that plan, and you execute that plan, and you don't quit, Mustangs. The 3 things that we always say, and you see it in the gym banners, we never give in. You never give in, Mustangs, until you've achieved all of your goals, all of your hopes, all of your dreams. You are our future. You will do great things. But you've always got to be able to persevere through the tough times. And you will have tough times. So Mustangs, what I want you to do, just take 30 seconds. Talk amongst yourself, talk as a class, share out with your teacher, engage as a class. What is one thing, and we just wrapped up first semester, give an example to a classmate. Give an example, shout it out, of some type of failure or loss or defeat or some type of adversity you may have gone through during this last month and what you did to overcome it. 30 seconds, go. All right, guys, 30 seconds is up. Everybody, really wish I could be a part of those conversations. It's something that I love when we're in the gym together, but I have to deal with just being in one classroom at a time today as I bounce around and celebrate this day with you. Our February character traits of the month are up on the board right now, and you see, as we said in the beginning in our introduction, we are learning about honesty and integrity. Students, these are 2 character traits that by far are probably some of the most important. Honesty, we see, is an adjective. Being honest is an adjective. Free of deceit and untruthfulness. Being sincere. And integrity, a noun. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Moral uprightness. And one thing that I'll talk to you about today is your moral compass. So we know that a compass rose, your north, south, west, and east. When people talk about having a solid north, finding their true north on that moral compass, that means that you are always moving in that upward direction. You're always moving in the correct direction. On the straight and narrow, you may hear people say from time to time. But you have to have a strong moral compass, everyone, and make sure that you find your true north, which has you headed in the right direction at all times. Because, guys, as middle schoolers, as high schoolers, as you get into college and even later in life, you will experience what we talk about frequently, peer pressure. And you have to be strong enough. You have to be honest with everyone. You have to have a strong sense of integrity and know the difference between right and wrong. Guys, what is right is always right. And what is wrong is always wrong. There are no blurred lines. Don't ever try to mix the two. When it's right, it's right. So Mustangs, these are our character traits that we are focused on this month. And I think there is something in our current events right now that applies to this that I just want to take a quick minute to touch on. So my Mustangs, sit up nice and straight in your desk for me. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to make sure your eyes are on the screen, because what I have about to say is very, very important. Unfortunately, we had a student in Beaufort County Schools who made a tremendous mistake recently, and it's found its way into the media and into the news. Guys, I need you to know that at Bluffton Middle School, the one thing I always tell you that makes our school stand out is our diversity and how great our diversity is. I believe 100% it's what sets us apart. I believe it's what makes you great. Because guys, when you go through life, you are going to go through life working in and around people who are very different than you. They may look different than you. They may act different than you. They may sound different than you. They may be a different height than you. They may practice a different religion than you. They may make more money or less money than you. They may drive a different car than you. And all of that is okay. And what I love about you Mustangs is you guys come to school each and every day, and you interact with one another, and you care for one another, and you look out for one another. Never forget that we are a family. We are a Mustang family. As you move on to high school, you are a part of the Bluffton community family. You are a part of the Beaufort County School District family. You are a part of a South Carolina family. You are a part of a United States of America family. You are a part of the global family. And guys, if we can continue to grow and develop our minds to understand and to embrace everyone's differences, you all will be what changes this world and makes this world a better place. So never lose sight of that, guys. Listen, as you get older, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. But I need you to be better. I say to you often, when mistakes happen around this building, I tell you often, you are better, so be better. There are some mistakes that are very difficult to come back from. And that's where your integrity comes in. That's where having your true north comes in. I need you guys to know, when you know what's right and you know what's wrong, stand up for your beliefs. Stand strong. Even though you may have some friends who may make comments here or there, and they're trying to get that laugh. If you know it's wrong, you got to speak up. You got to speak out against it. You can't let the wrong thing continue to happen. It's where finding your voice. And as we develop you guys as leaders, we got to help you find your voice. We got to help you stand up for what you know is right in this world. And I talk to you all the time. Mr. Hall was not the best at that. Right? When we talked about gratitude, I was never great about opening my mouth and telling people I liked them. And in the same respect, you know what else I wasn't great about? When I saw people doing things wrong, I didn't always step up and say, hey, I need to chill out. That's not right. I wasn't always great at that at your guys' age. It took time for me to grow into that. It took time for me to find my voice. I need you guys to find your voice. I need you to be confident in who you are. I need you to be confident in what you know is right in this world. And I need you to defend it and stand strong in that. And I need you to make that promise to me. So Mustangs, promise me you will always step up for what is right and stand behind what is right. We've got a video that talks about honesty and integrity, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
The small amount of people who truly succeed in life and the huge amount of people who don't and never will. It's no wonder when you look at the ethics and morals of these people. Some people would rather steal the first place medal than earn it. But the real prize is the growth that comes from earning it. The real prize is the journey that comes from earning it. And you'll never earn it without ethics and morals.
You'll never earn respect without integrity. You'll never have great relationships without morals. You'll never have the support of your peers or your team backing you without ethics.
The real prize is the journey. And sadly, many people will never get that. They'll never understand doing the right thing always leads to better results.
Doing what is right leads to better relationships. Better relationships lead to bigger and better opportunities and better results. Doing what is right leads to better outcomes, better products and services, better and bigger referrals. It is a compounding cycle and law of nature that always comes back around. But most people don't have that level of patience. They want the lottery ticket, not the ticket to integrity and a fully lived life. They want the easy option now, not the legacy of a life lived consistently doing the right thing.
Some people would be willing to tread on everyone as long as they reach the top. If you are stepping on toes to get to that next level, don't be surprised when those same toes kick you up the backside. When you drag others down, karma will ensure it's only a matter of time before you too are dragged down.
Most people want the glory without the guts, the prize without the persistence, the money without the morals, the easy without the ethics. Most people just chase the money with no consideration of doing what is right. Unless you want to end up like most people. Don't be most people. Do what is right. Do what is right. Not every now and then. Every day, every moment. Because doing what is right by others will lead to better results and better opportunities in your life. Because doing what is right is right. Because you're a decent human being. Don't even consider what you're going to get out of it. Just your conscious awareness of knowing you're doing the right thing should be enough. Knowing you are a person of integrity. Do everything with integrity. Even when no one is watching. Because there's always someone watching. Your honor is watching. Your pride is watching. There's always someone watching.
Guys, your integrity is everything in life. Our final video, in our final video today, they'll talk a little bit about that. But I cannot stress to you enough about how being honest, being an honest person, being truthful. When you make mistakes, guys, own your mistake. Take ownership of it. Don't look to others to point the finger as to why something happened or no, take ownership. When you mess up, fess up. I promise you it will get you out of more trouble than you've ever been in. But you've got to be able to take ownership. Integrity. Doing the right thing. Every time. And in that video, they talk about karma. I'm a firm believer in karma. That what you put out in this world will come back to you tenfold. And I talk to you guys every year this month about, in my life, I had somebody who told me one time, very simply, be good to people and people will be good to you. It's an easy recipe, guys, for success in this life. But you have to have high levels of integrity. You have to have a strong moral compass. You have to be strong and firm in what you believe in. So that, again, that moral compass of yours is always pointing you in the right direction. Finding that true north. Finding that direction that will always keep you moving on the path to success. If you are a person without integrity, if you are a person without morals, if you are a dishonest person, you will see more opportunities, more chances leave you in this lifetime than if you are a person of strong conviction in that integrity and in your morals. So guys, stand up for what is right. You know what's right. You've got those two voices that talk to you, your conscience. Listen to the one that's directing you down the right path. Even if you've got friends. Again, it said in there, don't be like most people. Always do what's right. Even if you've got those people that are surrounding you, encouraging you, putting that peer pressure on you, that's not the group you want to associate yourself with. Separate yourself from that. Surround yourself with the people who build you up, not tear you down. Live your life with a strong conviction as an honest person and with high levels of integrity. Mustangs, character trait of the month, honesty and integrity. Let's focus on it, not just this month, but in all the months of our lives. And I promise you, if you do that, you will find yourself in a much better place in the world. And you guys will lead this world to the greatness. Our announcements, everybody. It is Black History Month. A big shout out to Dr. Moore. Thank you, Dr. Moore, for putting together our Black History Month trivia that we get to partake in every Tuesday and Thursday. Really look forward to that. Students, don't forget, we will be reading those trivia questions off every Tuesday and Thursday. And make sure, if you are aware, to get your answers in so that you can be selected for the small token, for the prize that we have